What's up, guys? It has been almost a week since I've been in touch with you. I hope you guys have been having a good week. And I need to go ahead and dive into this Deontay Wilder saga. Him standing up the UK, Sky Sports. Um, Hell, I could probably talk about this for 30 minutes, man, but I need to make this as quick as I can because I have to get ready for work, man. But I wanted to hear all sides before I really commented on it, because yesterday morning before I listened to Wilder on the Boxing Voice, hell, I was uh I was ready to come on here and rip him, man. You know. But in my opinion, everybody made mistakes. There's a little bit of blame to pass around to everybody, and I will talk about that, and then I will talk about what ultimately should have happened. All right. So first off, let me start with Wilder. All right. His main reason it seems like for not going is that uh, he told Sky Sports supposedly promised him. He said that if I come, I'll come work for you, but on the condition that I can get in the ring after the fight. And according to him, they said yeah, that's no problem. Now if that is true, if that's exactly how it went down, then there is some blame and fault to go to Sky Sports, man, because they promised the guy and then they ultimately could not come through. Now, um, it was not Sky Sports' fault that that AJ uh, did not want Wilder in the ring. That AJ said that he didn't want the guy in the ring. But they made their promise without, I guess, checking without all the parts. I guess they figured it'd be fine. But with AJ saying that he don't want him in, what they gonna do? They gonna force AJ to take Wilder in the ring. So I can understand why Sky couldn't come through on their promise for the guy. But at the same time, it was made, and Wilder agreed to it. And if that's how it went down, then there's some blame to go on them. You know, um, and so Wilder is talking about. I'm hearing him in the interview. He's talking about Eddie. Saying that this was a terrible thing to say in my opinion. Talking about when you have a guy like Eddie, a Caucasian guy with a good smile and nice hair, nice teeth, all this kind of stuff. Who can talk good, saying you have nothing but trouble on your hands, blue eyes. That's some stereotypical shit. Now if somebody, if somebody white said that about Wilder, about somebody black, it'd be a damn outrage. Just go back a few weeks back when Abel Sanchez said that shit he said about black fighters. Everybody was, hell, everybody painted was on fire and shit, man. Mad at Abel Sanchez, what he's saying about black fighters. So, you know, that was a stereotype, man. Um, and then let's see, well, what did he say? He went on to say some shit about he would love to ask Eddie's wife questions about him. You know, so he commenting on the man's appearance. Then he talking about he would love to ask his wife questions about him. I'm like, what kind of fucking shit is this? What is going on here? What is on his mind here? You know, going taking a weird turn, man. Bringing up the man's wife and shit, man. Then he said Eddie is, talking about he's like a used car salesman, and he the kind of guy who will turn back the mileage on the car and sell it to you as being brand new and all this and that, man. Why is he painting Eddie out to be this way, man? There have been plenty of guys in the boxing business that have done business with Eddie Hearn, man. Boxers and promoters. I don't hear anybody complaining about bounce checks or Eddie didn't come through on his promises. Have not heard those kind of reports, man. You know, hell, up to that point when Golovkin went to fight Brook, at that point in his career, that was his biggest payday. Sky Sports box office. He did a deal with Tom Loeffler, and I don't hear Tom Loeffler coming out, Triple G talking about bounce checks, Matchroom did not take care of us. Didn't hear those kind of things, man. I didn't hear Errol Spence making any complaints about his treatment from Eddie Hearn, bounce checks, nothing like that. So, you know, I don't know what he's talking about with this used car sale. Like, I think Eddie's doing doing fine by what he's providing. So, I don't know what Wilder's talking about, man. You know, in this interview, he was making Eddie out to be the enemy, man. And I tell you, man, if hell, if my enemies were like Eddie Hearn, man, hell, I don't need any friends, man. Shit, you know, Wilder is out running Eddie down, man. When Eddie is not his promoter, and he is wanting to pay him more money than he's ever made in a fight. He's wanting to sign the guy. He wants to do business with the guy, make the guy more money. Hell, he wants to pay the guy more money when he's not even his promoter, man. Not even signed to the guy. You know, you don't have to sign to the guy. He like to sign him, but if he didn't sign him, he would still pay the guy, more money than he's ever made, man. Do wonders for the guy, man, cause he likes the guy. He says tons of times all over the place, constantly. Seems like every day. I like Deontay Wilder. I like Deontay Wilder. I love to promote Deontay Wilder. He's doing nothing but saying good things about the guy, man. And he not even promoting the guy, not even his promoter. And he's spreading saying nothing but good things about Wilder, man. He's not out there running Wilder down. The way he is, talking about used car salesman and how his looks, make him seem like a bad guy, trouble and all this and that, man. Hell, Ed is putting over Wilder, man, not running him down. So, I cannot relate to Wilder, man, in this situation. And I'm seeing all these channels on YouTube, clapping behind Deontay Wilder, talking about he showed that you can take a stand, that you can make a choice. He did the right thing, not going, man. Just pure stupidity, man. Pure stupidity. Which I will dive into that a little bit more in a second, but man, he went on in this interview to talk about, basically making Eddie out to be the enemy, how he can't just, how he not gonna be able to easily dictate everything, what's going on with these Americans in America, all this and that, and he thinking that they don't want to fight, they don't want to fight him. And he said that him and his team made the decision, to not go based off what happened, all this and that, man. I wanted to take notes, but I did not go back and watch the full interview again, man. But I'm telling you, man, Deontay Wilder, man. I think looking at this the wrong way, wrong advice, man. He's talking about his team. Who was his team, man? Is it a bunch of dudes from Alabama that we don't know? A bunch of Bamas? Is it Heyman? Is it Lou DiBella? Is it Shirley Winkle, whatever? Who was telling him not to go to the UK, man? You know what I'm thinking, man? I'm thinking these guys don't want him to go around Eddie, cause shit, Eddie might sweet talk him into some shit. Might sign him, might get him to sign to a contract, might get him to agree terms for the fight without them being involved, man. I think they fearing him getting around Eddie, man, and Eddie offering him a great deal, man. That's what I think. Shit. That's my opinion, man. You know, Wilder making a big mistake, man. And look, Eddie and AJ, they made mistakes, man. They talked when they said that the guy couldn't get in the ring and all this and that, man. I did a video on that, man. Those my guys. I said that that I wasn't agreeing with that, man, and that was the wrong thing to say, man. That see now they're not saying that now. They saying that, oh well, after the fight, I'm pretty sure AJ would invite him into the ring. Um, they never should have took that hard line stance. So no, you're not getting in the ring. That was a mistake, man. And I'm putting it on AJ more than Eddie, man, because AJ was the one who came out saying that that his ring is after his fight, and you're not gonna dictate to him. I think Eddie was more so just backing up AJ, man. He was just backing up his guy in public, man. But I think if AJ had never said that, I'm pretty sure Eddie would have been more than happy and glad that Wilder got in the ring for a face-to-face to sell that fight, man, because he is a promoter. He wants to promote the fight. So, yeah, but that was a big mistake they made, man. Big mistake, and I'm coming at them saying that I didn't like it, and hell, defending Wilder, saying that I want Wilder to get in, I want a face-to-face, I want that moment. And now Wilder, he no shows, man. Supposedly, unless he changes his mind last minute and flies over, but supposedly he's gonna no show, man. So it's bad, man. And so it's blame to pass around to everybody, man. To Wilder, to Sky Sports, to Eddie, AJ. It's blame to go all around, man. They all made mistakes and contributed to this happening, man. But at the end of it all, man, at the end of it all, regardless of them telling him Wilder that he could not get in the ring or whatever, man, he should have got his big ass on the plane and went to the UK, man. He should have done it, man. And all these people who talking about, yeah, he made the right choice. They didn't keep their word, and he's standing up to the man. Wanting to make it a race issue. Talking about, yeah, he put Eddie Hearn in his place. Talking about Eddie Hearn, the silver spoon, all this kind of bullshit, man. That's nothing but ignorant talk, man. That's short-sighted, ignorant talk, man. That's all it is. Hell, this move could have cost Wilder billions of dollars, man. Potentially could have cost the guy millions of dollars. Not hyping the fight when he could have. Hell, he could have went over there, man, and man, he could have made the AJ fight the next fight, man. He should have took that as a challenge, man. And all of a sudden he's talking about, oh, I'm not gonna go over there acting a fool, hooping and hollering and all this and that. Well, shit, you was doing plenty of that when you was getting ready to fight King Kong Ortiz. You ain't had no problem biting your tongue ever, man, being all loud and shit. And him being all butthurt about not getting in the ring. Somebody brought this up, man. Wasn't it Deontay Wilder a few weeks ago who was about to throw a punch at Jarrell Miller when he tried to get in the ring after his win over Ortiz? That's kind of hypocritical, man. You did not want Jarrell Miller in the ring, after your fight, and now you're gonna throw a hissy fit and no show to UK because they saying you can't get in after AJ's fight. He should have took that as a challenge, man. I've been seeing some of these interviews with Johnny Nelson, man, and he is saying the shit exactly what I'm thinking, man. Wilder, man, look, he should have went over there, man, and he should have caused a firestorm, man. It could have made the shit about him. Look, when Dillian White beat Lucas Brown, Eddie was saying how, look, his guy just had the biggest win in his career, right? And in the post fight, all he's saying is that how next week is gonna be madness for Deontay Wilder, how the world's gonna have their eyes on Deontay Wilder, how this is gonna be great for Deontay Wilder's profile. Again, he's saying this shit, and he ain't even the guy's promoter, man. Don't even have a contract with the guy, But hell, he looking out for the guy, want to make the guy money, want to make the guy bigger, man. Hell, he and Wilder treating this guy like he the enemy, man. Treating this guy like the enemy, and this guy looking out for his best interest, man. Want to pay him more money than anyone else has, man. I don't get it, man. It is stupidity, you know. And he, it is right, man. As a promoter, as a smart guy, he's right, man. You know, this AJ Parker fight, man. Almost 80,000 people gonna be there, man. It's gonna be media from all over the world covering this fight. And Deontay Wilder, as a heavyweight champion, would have been right there to get constantly interviewed, get his name and his face out there more and more with everybody, with all these different countries, all these media outlets. Endear himself to the UK even more, man, or become even more of an enemy to the UK, one or the other. And look, he is making Eddie out to be the enemy, right? When these guys were going to have a press conference just for him after the undercard press conference yesterday, man, Thursday morning in the States, Thursday, I'm guessing Thursday afternoon in the UK. And that's your enemy. That's the guy. That's the used car salesman. That's the guy that supposedly is trouble. You can't trust because of his appearance and all this and that, man. Eddie and Sky Sports, man, were rolling out the red carpet for Deontay Wilder, man. Rolling out the red carpet for the guy, man. I mean, this shit is like, this is the equivalent of, the world media being at a Mayweather fight, and let's say he was doing commentary for Showtime, and Showtime had a press conference for him after the fighters, where he can talk to the media and shit, man. Everybody who came to cover the fight. That's a big ass platform, man. Hell, these guys like Deontay Wilder, man, want to do business with the guy. I'm hearing Adam Smith, man, one of the most powerful guys in boxing, head of Sky Sports, commentator, great commentator. I'm hearing him in an interview last night saying that he has a soft spot for Deontay Wilder, man. They worked with the guy before. They like his attitude. Just personally talking to the guy and shit, man. Adam Smith said that they got a soft spot for Deontay Wilder, man. They gonna hire the guy to come do commentating, pay him. I'm pretty sure he was gonna get a good check. I would love to know how much that Sky Sports was gonna pay him, man, to commentate. Shit, I wouldn't be surprised if it was at a minimum 50,000. Man. And they like the guy. They want to roll out the red carpet for the guy, man. Give him a platform to talk to everybody, watch the pay-per-view. Giving him a press conference. I mean, putting the guy up in a hotel room, gonna pay the guy to come commentate, come over there and shit, man. And he just gonna shit in their face like this, man. No showing the shit, man. And people just up here clapping shit. Yeah, he doing the right thing, man. Burning bridges, man. Making bad moves, man. Cutting his own legs, man. Deontay Wilder, look, even if they said that he couldn't get in the ring, man, he could have forced the issue, man. He could have went over there. He could have done tons of media. He could have constantly been on social media, making statements. He could have done meet and greets in the UK. He could have said, "I'm going to be at this place, that place, in the UK. Come meet me. Come spend time with me. Come hang out with the champ." He could have made some fans. He could have been constantly on Twitter, constantly on Instagram. Pushing for the fight, calling out AJ. Hell, he could have been egging on the guy. He could have been tweeting at the guy. The guy getting ready for his fight, all that shit, man. He could have went to work, done the fight, and look, man. Like I said in the other video, man, he could have had his belt with him. He could have had that belt with him, man. And if AJ was to win the fight, he could have cut a promo on AJ, man. During the commentary, man. It's 80,000 people in the stadium watching the fight, but he has a bigger audience on the telecast. It's gonna be millions listening to him. Hell, everybody in the UK who is not attending the event, I'm pretty sure other countries are probably gonna have access to that telecast and to his voice. He had a big platform, man. He could have been classy all the way up to the victory, and then he could have just cut a promo on AJ, man. Ran the guy down saying, congrats to AJ, but he's scared. He don't want me getting in the ring. He don't want to fight me. He ducking me. I appreciate you guys inviting me over here, but it's time for me to tell the public truth. I mean, he could have went off, man. Could have had one of the most memorable moments of all time in boxing, man. Just cut a promo on the guy. And then when AJ was in the ring doing the interview, he could have got up. He could have tried to get in the ring. Could have got on the apron. He could have been shouting from the outside with his belt. He could have made a scene, man. And like Johnny Nelson said, which is what I was thinking and saying, if he's making a scene, the cameras are gonna turn and point toward Wilder catching all that shit, man. And then as I'm pretty sure it would have been forced for him to get in the ring because everybody would have said that AJ was scared for not letting the guy in the ring, man. He could have got in the ring, and then that's when he could have, he could have called for the fight, man. They could have had their first face to face, because up to this point, I cannot recall these guys having a face to face. I cannot recall seeing them having that moment, man. So, what is Wilder doing, man? What is Wilder doing, man? He should took the opportunity. He should have made it about himself, man. Just like Johnny Nelson saying, man. He should have grabbed that bull by the horns, man. And he should have went over there and made a scene, man. Pushed for that damn fight, man. He should have. So, he burned bridges with Sky Sports, man. Hell, Eddie gonna sour on the guy, man. I think, me personally, I favor him to beat Dillian White, man. And Wilder seems to think it's an easy fight. It's an easy victory for him. So why not? Look, they saying that they improved the offer, right? It was $4 million, so I'm assuming that it's gonna be anywhere from $5 to $8 million, man, for him to go to the UK to fight Dillian White on Sky Sports box office, man. He could go over there. I would put money on him to knock out Dillian White, man. He could go over there and fight Dillian White, man, and make a great chunk of money. Like Eddie's saying, that's gonna improve his stock, his percentage in the AJ fight. And so he gonna already make a chunk of money. Then he gonna get a career high payday. Then he gonna get his ultimate career high payday, man. And then possibly a rematch after that. This is this is just stupidity, man. Eddie's saying that if they go ahead and do the deal now, he can get a rematch clause. But if White becomes mandatory, then he won't get a rematch clause. Which I can understand that, man. So hell, why not go ahead and take that fight, man? I wanted the AJ fight next, but shit, Wilder he kind of tarnished it, man. He kind of threw cold water on the shit, man. He wouldn't even go to the fight. So, why should they so eagerly fight Wilder, man? The hype is not gonna be what it could have been. He fucked up, man. He is fucking up, man. If he does not go, so, and hell, what Eddie and Sky should do, man, they should call up Jarrell Miller, man, and put him on the damn telecast. And then if AJ wins, they can have the Jarrell Miller fight in the States, just like they have been talking about, man. And Wilder making Eddie out to be the enemy, man, when shit, Eddie has a say in who's on the telecast. With his deal with Sky, he has influence. AJ has influence. If AJ didn't want Wilder to do commentary, you don't think he could make a call, a statement, and say, hey, I don't want this guy doing my fight, and they would pull his ass off. He making these guys out to be bad guys, man. Shit, man, these guys doing more for Wilder than anybody he doing business with, man. The Bella, Heyman, Finkel, all these guys, man. Shit, they ain't doing shit for him. They saying that this guy made $2 million when he fought Luis Ortiz, man. That's bullshit, man. To fight Luis Ortiz, you champion, you only made $2 million, man. Shit, he should have made at least double, man. At least double, no fight. So, he running Eddie down, man. Shit, Eddie seemed like his best friend in the world, man. He ought to be taking advantage. He ought to do business with Eddie, man. Make that paper, man. Shit. Talking about Eddie, a used car salesman, and all this and that, man. Like he this guy you can't trust who gon' not do you right and shit, man. I don't hear AJ complaining about his paychecks. I don't hear Kell Brook trying to get out of his contract. Amir Khan signed. He ain't complaining. Hell, Carl Froch for Matchroom fought at Wembley. I don't hear him talking about any bounce paychecks. So I don't know what the hell Wilder's talking about, man. he just seems to be a clueless country boy, man. Who was being taken advantage of by his team, and hell, not doing business with the guy he should be doing business with, man. Shit. So, you know, I just had to sound off, man. While even though Sky Sports could not come through with what they promised, man. If that shit is true, he should have went, man. He would have had millions of people listen to his voice on that telecast, man. And then all the interviews with the media, pushing the fight, talking to the fans over there, man. He could have made a big stink, man. Could have made a big statement. He could have made the weekend about him, man. Hell, people already talking about him and AJ more than AJ and Parker, man. So he fucking up, man. He fucking up. So I think that's it, guys. I'm pretty sure I probably have missed something, man. But this is crazy, man. This guy, he blowing it, man. He is blowing it. These people supporting him, talking about, yeah, he stood up to the man. Trying to make it a race issue and shit, man. All this and that, man. He had nothing to gain by going over there, man. That's bullshit, man. That's bullshit, man. The promotional game, the media game. He talking about, I'm my own man. I make my decisions. I call my own shots. But shit, you just blew a hell of an opportunity, man. Like, you need somebody to help you out, man. Because, this is bad, man. This is bad, man. So, I think that's it, guys. So I missed anything, I'll leave a comment in the comment section, man. But, everybody made mistakes, but still, Wilder should have took his big ass over there, man. And, he could have cut a promo at the end of that telecast on AJ, man. Could have went nuts, man. Talking about, I don't want hoop and holler now and all this and that, man. He had no problem before. Man. Shit, and the shit was working for him. So, that's it, guys. And let me know what you think, man. And I will check in with you guys soon, man. Thanks for watching.